Hello. Numbers are pretty much everywhere, and by everywhere I mean they're in nature, they're governing how the computer or phone or whatever you're watching this on works, they're in your food, but most commonly you can find them hiding somewhere between "please teacher, make it stop" and "how much more of this" in your local maths, physics, or statistics classes. Now, I'll be the first to admit I'm not particularly fond of calculating with numbers in excess. In fact, I've come to treat them like dangerous corrosive chemicals, and just like dangerous corrosive chemicals, prolonged exposure causes serious burns and the risk of death. But that doesn't mean I don't enjoy thinking and pretending I know something about numbers. For example, I very much enjoy watching videos that have number usage exceeding the daily recommended dose. I would really recommend looking into Exerbia if you also like content like this. And I respect the power of numbers and what they can tell us about things. To go back to one of my previous examples, what can numbers tell us about the natural world? Can we extend what happens in nature to our personal lives? Before we go deeper, first I want to tell you about a concept that is, in my opinion, quite important to understanding how the natural world functions. To keep things simple, the regression towards the mean can be defined as the phenomenon that if something is extreme on its first measurement or state of being, then on its next measurement it'll usually be closer towards average. For example, to make this relate to nature, let's say on average white oak trees grow around 30 to 36 centimeters per year. And within that year, white oaks grow a certain amount of cookies on their branches, a law which was very harshly passed on to them by the white oak tree king in the year 1527. If a set of white oaks produces radically less or significantly more cookies in that year, then the next year they'll be likely to produce an average amount of cookies. This is the regression towards the mean. There's something we should clear up first, and that's that the regression towards the mean isn't causal. That means things don't happen because of the regression towards the mean. It's pretty much just an observation about how the natural world seems to function when it's left alone. We can use regression towards the mean to get a sense of how populations of a certain species will fluctuate throughout the years, get an understanding about the average temperature of the Earth, and maybe look into the death rates of certain organisms to see if there's anything fishy about. Sometimes things are gonna die. They will. It's really just an unavoidable aspect of life. And if we apply the regression towards the mean, sometimes they won't die as much, but sometimes things are gonna die a lot more than usual. Now, it'd be wrong to sauce in the regression towards the mean where it doesn't exist. For example, in extinction events, these things happen if we're pretending humans aren't here to fuck things up even more. But if there's anything to take away from this video, it's that nature has a way of balancing itself out. Nature will always find a way to settle at its most comfortable point, whether we're here or not. And it's in this point that I think we can learn from nature. Your life exists as a part of nature. You are a product of the natural world. There's nothing that makes you as a human immune from nature's grip. In your life, it's likely that bad things will happen. They just will. But great things are gonna happen too. And yes, there are always exceptions. There will be people who have it worse than others and people who have it better. And there are always external factors which will play a role in deciding the outcome of your life. But if you can take comfort in anything, just know that fluctuations in your life are natural. Learn from numbers, learn from nature. Your life will balance itself out, just like nature seems to do. Probably. I mean, I hope, but I don't really know. Hey guys, hope you've liked this video. I'd just like to end it by giving a big thanks to the talented Dana Donut who did these great character poses. If you like art, consider throwing some support her way. Okay, bye.